What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Today, we're going to look at some evidence of possible it being a slow week for Bitcoin. I'm not saying that we're going to drop a lot. Time will tell whether that happens or not, but I'm just going to give you some info. First negative week for negative inflows, negative day for the ETF. So we're going to take a look at that information. Give a shout out also to a person on Twitter that you should follow named Bitcoin Munger. Right, and some good news. I was able to finally buy more Stbu Stobox. I was actively trying to figure out how to buy more Stbu. I'll tell you the story about there and the buys that I made. And I also, because I haven't talked about it too much, and it's actually makes up a good chunk of my, not a good, an important part of my portfolio, Tectum. Don't sleep on Tectum. And so without further ado, let's do this. All right, so Bitcoin just gonna moving sideways. It's been trying to drop, trying to scare people, right? And nothing, just basically sideways for now. Okay, people are like, oh, I don't know. People always blow things out of proportion, but maybe we are gonna have a slow week, and maybe we're gonna slowly start going down a little bit. I wouldn't say too much. Maybe just slowly. From how I see it right now, maybe we could just be doing something like this until later on the week, boom, boom, into next week or something. Seeing what happens. I don't see us. We haven't even touched this area yet, guys. We haven't even touched this area yet. So I don't really see us dropping too much. There's really not horrible news, It's just a slowdown so far, and there's actually some good news. So let's take a look at all that stuff, all right? Now let's go here. All right. Shout out to where is he? What's his name? Hodl 15 Capital. Yeah. He puts out this cool stuff. 2021, 221. Today's the 22nd. Okay, so yesterday, because that's how unfortunately we have to get the information. Negative 716 for the first time. Since well, for the first time. Right, the daily change. And so this does have an effect, right? This is the ETFs, and this is the net inflows. All right, so negative 716 net inflows. All right, so how come we didn't drop down like this? Well, because this is how it is right now, and this is good. We're like in boxing, you got to study your guy to see what he's doing. Like your opponent to see what he does. And right now we're just studying Bitcoin to see how they react to certain things. Okay, how they react to like a feint, for example, and how they react to a body shot. And then you just gather that information to make use of it later on. So right now, this is how it's reacting to a negative day. Now, if we're going to string together some negative days, I would imagine that we are going to touch this area, right? If we're going to string some big negative days, then maybe I could see us that dropping down here. But how I've mentioned to you guys, it's just ebb and flows. Okay, there's going to be weeks where it's going to be slower. There's going to be days where it's going to be slower. You can't be killing it. And last week, they killed it. The ETFs killed it. They made huge. They made a huge amount of sales pickups of Bitcoin. And this is all that happened, right? So that's interesting. This is all stuff that we should be knowing now, because it's very muted in both directions because of they buy over the counter. All right, so they buy over the counter. But what happens when there's going to be no more, or there's going to be a lot less Bitcoin available to buy over the counter? They're going to be forced to go retail, right? Which should have a more significant, cause more volatility, right? More impact on the price here. But eventually, even the OTC sales do have an impact on the price. It's just somewhat muted. All right, so we got to know that. Now, it's not all bad news. All right. This is interesting. This is shout out to Bitcoin Munger. You should definitely give him a follow. He's got some interesting information. Bitcoin miners have been the most aggressive sellers in 2024, and likely the main cause of the sell pressure since the ETF launch. Well, I kind of agree with that. Not completely, because I think obviously you got to. I will say what I've been seeing. Retail has also been selling, and of course the GBTC sales. And I just mentioned it's off to a slow start for Bitcoin ETF buys. All right, which obviously has an effect. But right here, it's just basically saying that miners are miner balances. All right, so they've been selling, right? But eventually, they're gonna have to stop selling because they're gonna want to accumulate, right? They want to build up their wallet again with Bitcoin and then sell again, right? That's basically because they're a business. That's what they got to do, right? So this is where we are. So there'll be a time, and then that coincides with the price of Bitcoin going up in previous times. But now we got to take ETFs into effect. There's other players, there's other moving parts. Okay. So, but I mean, this is good. So that's one less thing. So that'll probably help this not drop too much. Okay. So there's a lot of things we got to start taking into consideration now. I mean, not like there wasn't before, but now there's more with the ETFs. All right. So that's interesting. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's just more sideways consolidation. Like I said, time will tell. But for right now, unless things turn around, right now my bias, short term, very, very short term, maybe just this week, is towards probably the downside, either consolidation or downside for right now. All right, which is good, which is great opportunity. Okay, and so that's Bitcoin. That's what's going on. I wanted to bring that to your attention. Is there anything else that I forgot here? No, that's it. That's what I wanted to bring to your attention regarding that. So just sideways and maybe a little bit of downside for this week. And that's how we're gonna have to play day by day. That's how life happens, right? Actually, life happens, yeah, a second at a time. So, all right. So that gave a shout out to Bitcoin Munger. And now let's talk about some good stuff. Let's go to the alts, all right? Because I did say that I wanted to mention the alts yesterday. Stbox, STBU, all right? Since this has been happening, I've been like, damn, I want to buy some more Stbox. I sold Dilithium, right? Which now I'm thinking, it kind of sucks. I should have waited a little bit more. It's just driving the point home that I need to be better at my sales, because I would be right at this price. I would be doubled from what I sold. I'd have doubled the amount that I actually sold. All right, because I sold right here. I'd have double the amount. All right, so instead of $6, I'd have like $12. All right, and that's big. So, but hey, I'm gonna turn these $6 into a whole lot more. So this thing better keep flying as far as I'm concerned, because I'm gonna make a killing with that money that I got from Dilithium, and I'm thankful. But yeah, it does seem like this inverse head and shoulders is playing out. It could be going to 27 cents, guys. At that point, I would be selling. I should listen to myself. But hey, that means I know what I'm doing, at least as far as giving advice. And sometimes we're good at giving advice and aren't that great at taking it. But again, learning experience, and it's becoming somewhat painful, right? Because I'm like, damn, 20, like I could have doubled. I could have doubled what I have now, or doubled what I took out, you know? So but that's good, because we learn from pain. So you got to take that and incorporate it. So next time, believe that I will spread out my buys like I've been mentioning more, and lower the amount. Just got to do it. That's just the best way to do it. All right, so because of that, all right, and having the capital, all right, I'm like watching the tokens that I want to put in, right, based on everything up to now, all the information to now. And Stbox is one of them. But the issue with Stbox is that they have very few places to buy it. Okay, you can buy it on Gate.io, and Gate.io is like the most prestigious out of the sexes that they have there. And for whatever reason, I couldn't use my Gate.io anymore. But I'm like, I want to buy this token, so let me go check Gate.io and see if there's anything I can do. And thankfully, I was able to provide details again that they were requesting, and this time it went through. It should have gone through the first time, but at least better late than never. And so I was able to get on with my Gate.io and able to send myself funds, winnings from Dilithium, because I'm seeing this today. I'm like, oh man, this thing is close to here, and I think this is probably where we'll bottom out at, right around here, before we start moving up. So I'm like, damn, this is too juicy. And thankfully, I was able to buy today because of the Gate.io thing, because I was able to get my account back into Gate.io, providing the information. And so I bought twice. I have another style order, and I think this thing eventually is going to turn on. This project is really good, guys. This project is really good. High conviction in this project. And now I'm gonna pick up what I can here. Obviously, I'm DCAing in, so I'm not gonna make any more buys today. I'm gonna wait to see what happens tomorrow, and then just continuously do that. I'm pretty good at DCAing in. I gotta get better at DCAing out. So Stbox, and then basically, guys, I think this project is good. So to buy it at these levels are pretty good. I was talking to a guy who bought it at who averaged down. I guess he bought it up here or something, and now he's like at 9 cents, and he's like, I'm okay being at a loss right now because I'm very bullish on the project. Very bullish on the project. If you take the time to take a look at the project and everything and what they're doing, you'd be bullish too. So I'm really happy that I'm able to get back in, and I will be buying Stbox. Do with that information what you will. Now, there are other ones that I'm looking at today. Obviously, I have a list of cryptos that I want to get in. Sinverse is one of them. We're having a green day today, so I'm like, damn, I can't really buy it today. I'm gonna wait for a little dip. I'm sure right now it seems like it's getting rejected here. Okay, if it gets rejected and drops back down, I'm gonna buy some more Sinverse. If it doesn't, I win too, because I'm already well positioned in Sinverse, so I do want it to go up. But right now, I actually don't mind if it comes back down, because I want to pick up some more. Although right now, if you have zero exposure to Sin at these levels, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Look at this drop this had. Right, good project too. All right, and then another one that I've been looking to add more to, and I have a great hodl bag of this Trias. I'm waiting to see maybe if it drops down here, and I can afford to be picky and wait because I'm already well positioned. So I mean, yeah, maybe we do touch here, but we'll see. Not a bad area to buy either. None of these are in a bad area to buy, but it's just depending on your particular situation. My particular situation, I'm pretty pretty good on all of these, so I can afford to be picky. All right, so and there's that. Land definitely deserves to have a mention today. What did I say about land? That it's a laggard, and well, this is a good thing about it. Knowing characteristics of your token, knowing, and then having some laggards, right? Eventually they will come up. And then also the good thing about knowing which ones are laggards is when they're here, you can take advantage of all this. When you see the market pump, you're like, oh, this one hasn't pumped yet. Perfect. Put money in this one. And eventually they'll do this, right? Where the rest of the market starts kind of either coming down or going sideways, or whatever, you know what I mean? So land share, pretty cool. I just wanted to show that. Let's see. I think it's trying to get to 2 cents. It's going to try to make I'm sorry, $2. It looks like it's going to try to make the attempt again. Hopefully we break on through and not get rejected, but we'll see. If we get rejected, we're coming back down, guys. So keep an eye out on that one. What else am I looking at? Oh yeah, Creo. I'm waiting to see maybe if it drops down a little more. Actually, this actually looks like a pretty good area to buy, to be honest. So maybe after this, I might buy. I might go in and pick up a little bit more. Compete. I'm not looking to buy, but I do want to bring to your attention that this project is looking better and better. A lot more people are talking about it. And right now, it's actually at a good buy. Look at all these red candles. Do we come back down here? Okay, it's possible. But even right now, it's at a good buy zone. So I definitely want to bring that to your attention. Although it's not one that I'm looking to pick up now. I'm happy with the bag that I got. I got in at like $1.07. I mean, not $1. 0.0175 cents. All right. What is the other one that I'm picking up as well? GHX. But today, was it a green day? No. We'll see. I think maybe, hopefully, if it does bottom out here, I'm trying to catch one of these wicks to buy in a little bit cheaper. But yeah, I'm actively looking to buy into that one, and I'm actively looking to add to my position to Sinverse as well. All right, and this is actually not a bad area. Drops back down here and touches again here at 0.011. Cool. I think maybe we hold support here. from somewhere around here, these levels, I think we start going back up. All right, soon burst, right? It's right now it's 0.012. So I'm trying to add that. And now one that I'm not trying to add into, and I think those are the ones that I've identified that I really wanted to go back into, but I was just happy that I wasn't that I'm able to finally buy Stbu. So I wanted to share that with you. It's a good project. It's a good project, and I was upset that I wasn't able to buy it because I'm like, damn, it's such a juicy price after all the tokens that I looked at and identified. That I'm like, these are the ones that I want to add more to. Right. So I mean, those are the ones maybe that I have the highest conviction, and not necessarily because yes, but I mean, it's not necessarily that's all of the ones that I have the highest conviction, because for example, Rio I have a high conviction on, but I already have like a good amount of Rio, and I did add to it up here, right here at this price, you know, so I'm up. If I was down on this position, I'd want to add more, like I am with I have a hodl bag of Rio too, which is different. This is kind of like my quote unquote trading bag, but I don't even trade it. This is my price for my hodl bag, 13 cents. Just like Sin. My hodl bag price is 0.002. And then the trading position that I have is 0.018. 0.018. It's getting back up there. Good little, if you look at it, it's a good little V-shaped recovery. That should tell you a lot. This is a good project, and I put a bunch of money in here, and it dropped like right here. So I can't put as much money as I put in here, but whatever I can add from the Delicium winnings, I'm trying to add here. But I'm trying to catch it lower. But right now, good project, and this is good. I mean, good area to buy. All right, cool. I think that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I wanted to bring to your attention. Could be that we have a red week, but hey, opportunities. Because after that Bitcoin halving, guys, things get really, really, really interesting, and you'll be glad that you picked up at these levels, because more than likely, at that time, they will be probably a little bit higher than the current levels. All right, they'll probably be higher than the current levels, but time will tell. We'll see. All right. Guys, if you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Greatly appreciate it. As you know, I'm trying to grow this channel, and we are growing a little bit, but I'd like it to grow a little bit more, a little bit stronger. So please help me out. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.